Values Part 3. So we're going to go deep into values, what values mean to us, and how do we apply them in our daily lives. So these are the workshops that we conduct once a month on a Sunday. And thank you so much for taking time out from your busy schedule to join us this Sunday. So what is Vihasa and what is this workshop that we're going to be learning about? So basically, Vihasa stands for Values in Healthcare, a spiritual approach. And this entire workshop was designed by the Janki Foundation based in UK. And as you can see in the screens in front of you, that is the Vihasa book. So all the workshops and everything that we conduct is from there. And basically, Vihasa and Janki Foundation was created from the inspiration of Dadi Janki. She was the administrative head of the Brahma Kumaris, and she was a nurse in the sense that that's the kind of service she did for a very long time. And once, when she was in London at the NHS hospital, she saw that the doctors, nurses, and the healthcare professionals there were under a lot of stress. So she wanted to do something.
Kusha sister,
Sorry,
you're on mute.
yeah, sorry about that. So she wanted to help them, basically, the doctors, nurses, and the healthcare professionals. And so she thought that let's do something to help them deal with their stress so that they can provide better kind of healthcare to the patients who really need it. And from her inspiration, there were these core team members who got together to create this beautiful workshop that is Vihasa. And these core members were formed by, there were different kinds of physicians, psychologists, different healthcare professionals who came together to figure out what exactly is required. But the beautiful thing is, even though this workshop was originally for healthcare professionals, because it's value based and it's about going deeper into ourselves and exploring ourselves, it is applicable to everyone, all human beings. So, and as you will see from the principles of Vihasa, there are three main principles of this entire workshop. The first one is heal thyself. So the emphasis is on self care. Like if I take care of myself, if I can support myself emotionally, then can I support and so it's very important to heal thyself before you heal others. Second one is learning through experience. So through facilitation and experiential learning, we are not going to have a lecture format today. It's not going to be one or two people talking and you're listening. It's going to be an exchange of ideas, of thoughts, of experiences that we have because each one of us comes from different experiences in life and different situations in life. So when we share with each other, we grow in wisdom together collectively. And that's what this wonderful workshop is about. It's about learning through each other's experiences and sharing our own. And the third principle of Vihasa is relevance to work. So it's not just a lecture where we listen to it and then, okay, we go on with the rest of our day. But even in these activities, you'll find that we keep coming back to how do I apply this in my daily life? How do I apply it at my workplace? How do I apply it on my personal front? So it's a very, experiential in the sense that it's very practical. It actually has relevance to our daily lives. And that is why it's very helpful and the effects are long lasting. There are 8 modules that were created in the Vihasa workshops. We've already finished all of them once, and this is us going back the second time around. So we started these online workshops last year in July, and we've already completed all 8 modules once, and we're back to values. Now, Vihasa is not just like any other workshop. It's very beautifully created using certain spiritual tools in mind. So in different exercises, you'll find that we're using different tools and there are different kinds of activities. For example, you'll find that some activities include some meditation. which is basically discovering through silence power and peace within ourselves, getting insights about the topic at hand. Second is visualization, where we create positive images of what things could be like. Because, like they always say, right, first you visualize the end goal, the aim that you have, and then you work towards it. So, visualization is a very powerful tool as well. Third is reflection. So, having an appointment with ourselves, which is something I think we do very rarely, where we actually remove time for ourselves to figure out how we think about things. So, this is an appointment with yourself to really churn and think about these points. Fourth is playfulness. So, even though we'll be talking about deep things, it'll be done in a very playful and light manner. It's not going to be boring, it's not going to be heavy. It's going to be a wonderful exchange of ideas, like all of us, just a group of friends sharing our thoughts and exploring a topic together. The other fifth tool is listening. So again, listening is something which is very underrated as well because it has very deep, lasting, healing qualities. You know, when you just listen to someone, not just hear them, but listen to them, it makes a lot of difference. So we all want to listen and be listened to, right? And another one is appreciation. Now, the thing is, we already know, you know, in the world outside, we've been told you must appreciate your team members, you must appreciate people around you. But a very important aspect that we tend to ignore is appreciating ourselves. Usually, we're so self critical. So, it's very important to appreciate the small things that we do well as well. So, appreciation is something we'll be using in this workshop. And last but not the least, one of my favorites is creativity. And we're going to have a creative exercise today. So I hope you're ready for that. Creativity is using our right side of the brain to really explore the subject further. And the right side of the brain, not only is that the creative side of the brain, but it's also the intuitive side of the brain and the problem solving side of it. So we stimulate that side of our brain. So, why facilitation? What does it mean? Basically, the word to facilitate means to make easy. So, all of us facilitators here, we're not going to really, just tell you what to do, but all of us together will explore this topic and we'll guide the conversation. But we're going to all explore it together. And like it said, when you hear something, you forget it. So, like when you're just listening to a lecture after it's over, it's probably out of your head already. When you see how something is done, you might remember it. But when you do it yourself, that's when you really understand, and that's when actual change can happen. So, that's what we're trying to do through these workshops where we do it ourselves practically, where we understand how this is related to my life in a practical way, and how do I make lasting changes. Okay, and if anyone has any more information that they would like to read up on Vihasa, you can log on to vihasa.in. That's our Vihasa India website, and you'll get additional information there. So now, without further ado, that was the introduction to what we're probably going to be jumping into today. And so I request Apurva, one of our facilitators, to take us to the breakout session. The icebreaker. But before that, I request all the facilitators to just give a small introduction of themselves so you know who all are going to be involved in today's workshop. I'll start with myself. Hi, everyone. My name is Kosha. I'm an artist illustrator, and I've been with the Brahma Kumaris for over 6 years now. And I welcome all of you to today's workshop. And I hope we can all just explore these topics together and have a great time. So thank you and welcome. So I request Manoj Bhai and Raksha Ben to introduce themselves, and then Apurva can do that.
Thank you, Sister Kosha. So, good morning and welcome to all of you. I am Manoj. We know each other quite well. By profession, I specialize in kidney problems in children. And I have been associated with Brahma Kumari since 2009, almost 11, 12 years now. And with Vihasa since 2014, 7 years. Dr. Ashok Mehta introduced me to this. It's 7 years journey. Now, exactly in August, it will be 7 years. Okay, so now I pass it on to Raksha Ben. Over to you.
Om Shanti. Good morning, everyone. I'm Raksha Motiwala. I'm a petroleum engineer by profession, and I have been with Brahma Kumaris since 2018 and with Vihasa very recently, since a couple of months. So I'm very happy to be with you all. Uh, Thank you. Over to you, Apurva sister.
Thank you, Raksha sister. Om Shanti. Good morning, everyone. My name is Apurva, and I currently work as a research analyst. I have been associated with the Brahma Kumari since the past 2 years, and I welcome you all. So now moving on, we'll have a fun icebreaker session before we begin with our activities. So since we'll be spending the next 2 hours together, let's get to know each other a little bit more with this fun exercise. So in this exercise, you'll have to introduce yourself with your name, what you do, and the task for this icebreaker session. As you can see on your screen, there are 4 seasons: summer, rains, winter, and spring. So the question is, which out of these seasons, which is the season you love the most? And if once you pick the season, what are the values which you truly like, or something which you really appreciate about the season? So since it's a value based activity, we would want you to pick out the value from one season. So yes, we can begin with the session now.
And I'll request everyone to start their videos if you're
Yeah,
comfortable,
video
and you can just unmute yourselves and you can, just share so we can all get to know
share.
each other a little bit before we jump into the activities. So whoever's
And
ready can unmute themselves. Yes,
also you
Varsha.
can write in the chat box. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think I
Yes.
okay, so I'm Varsha and I live in Pune, and my favorite season is spring, signifies new beginnings.
That's lovely.
Thank
Wonderful
you.
start. Thank you.
That's great. So anyone else who would like to share anything?
If you are more comfortable writing it down in chat, you are most welcome to do that as well. Whoever wants to talk about their favorite season.
Or what you like, feel free to share.
Rajesh brother says that he likes spring as well
Yeah.
because life
Life
blooms.
blooms.
Anyone else wants to share what they feel about which season they like the best? Vinaya sister, you want to share something?
Shashikant brother, Rachna sister, anyone would like to share?
Hello, Kosha sister.
Om Shanti. Yes.
Hello.
Yeah, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Yeah, I love winter season the most. Uh, and the leaves, they just fall and wither away from the tree. So it shows the value of letting go and allowing, the new things to come in our life. So after winter, the spring starts and new leaves and new flowers and fruits, we can see. So yes, winter, I appreciate this value. Thank you, Umsha.
Thank
That's a
you.
beautiful thought. I
That's
never thought of it as letting go. So that's lovely. Thank you for sharing that insight.
thank Yes, Hariba brother.
Yes, I know about the rents because the
Rain.
rent is required to the humanity and also plant that gives the values about the kindness, helping and the requirements.
Right.
Lovely.
Thank
We
you.
have kindness
That's
and
great to hear.
requirements to help.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Vijay
Om
Bhai.
Shanti, Vijay brother.
Uh, all dear brothers and sisters, please accept my greetings of love, peace, and happiness. I like summer because when I am in summer, I appreciate rains, I appreciate winter, I appreciate spring. So smriti of good things comes in summer automatically. Om Shanti.
Om
Om
Shanti.
Shanti. That's a lovely way to look
Thank
at it. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Rachna sister, you have
Yes,
unmuted yourself.
yes. I'm Om Shanti sister. My name is Rachna. I live in Delhi and I'm a homemaker. I love winters because it brings out all the cheerfulness from inside me, and I am able to enjoy the sun and the warmth of the sun in that season to its fullest. So I love that season. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so
much.
much.
That's lovely to hear.
Prajakta Ben?
Prajakta sister, you're also unmuted yourself.
Hi, Om Shanti, and beautiful
Hi.
morning to all. I'm very happy to be here again. I'm Prajakta Hindrekar. I'm a nurse by profession, and currently I'm very much with healthcare, and these workshops are really very, very useful to healthcare professionals. So my favorite season is rains, and I associate it with clean and green nature, and the value that rains, which I look at is, you have to clean yourself. That is why, it is nature's way of telling us that you have to be clean and again bloom in greenery. And other thing I like about rains is it keeps my, farmer brothers happy when the rains come. Thank you. And very happy to be here.
Thank
So
you.
nice to
Lovely
have you
have
back again.
Does anyone else want to
Anyone
share
else?
something before we move on to the activities? Yes,
Yes,
Mahesh.
Mahesh brother.
Yeah, Om Shanti. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I too like rainy season because the rain mostly requires, the earth requires rain and we also get water from the earth. So that is why I like rainy season.
That's nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Raksha sister has written, she likes summer because of the beautiful childhood memories and also it's fun. Yes. Even I remember those fun summer holidays which we used to have.
So does
So,
anyone else
anyone
want to share
else?
something? Okay, so with that, maybe, okay, Vinaya Ben
Vinaya
has
sister?
raised her hand.
Yeah.
Can I share, sister, if time is available? Otherwise, that's okay.
Yes, yes,
Sure.
you can share
You
before we
can
start.
share.
Okay. Actually, I could just while reflecting now, I could see a lot of link between these four seasons. How beautiful it is, like, when it starts with rains, let's say, it's like God, he showers his love and knowledge on us, qualities which actually enriches our soul. So rain, I think gives us the value of absorbing these things, imbibing and using it and growing. And that's how when winter comes, is the time to churn on those, letting go of what is not needed, our sanskars and our values. And then after letting go, we actually go into reflection mode and start thinking, okay, how what God has showered us in the rainy season can be used. And spring, that's how, when we have actually imbibed it in our life, we can see a lot of new things, new experiences, and new beautiful feelings emerging like a spring in our life. And summer, we are so bright to give, the way sun gives, in an unconditional way. We are in a position to be like instruments, sharing our bright love and light. Thank you, sister.
Thank you so much. That's a really wonderful analogy drawn. And we have few more responses in the chat box. I'll just read quickly. Manoj Vada has written, winters because of the snow. And Usha Behan has written, rains bring new life to earth and makes it green, and springs because of the happiness and serenity. So thank you everyone for your wonderful sharing. And now, before we move on to the exercise, we'll go for a quick recap of the previous sessions. Over to you, Kosha sister.
Thank you, Apurva sister. So, can you go on to the next slide, Apurva sister? Okay, I'll just share my screen. Okay. So, in the first part, we saw that we just explored what are our favorite things, and then from those favorite things, like a favorite books, a favorite songs, we really tried to pick the value that comes across from all those things, and then we went deeper to what are values, defining values and trying to figure out what it means, because it could mean different things for each one of us. And in part two, we looked at a high point in my working life. So at work, when have we done something really happily or successfully? And what are the values we used to make it so that it's a high point, and whether we can repeat that? Then the values that matter most to me. So we decided to pick a few values that matter most to us and figured out how we would use those in our everyday lives. We had a small, wonderful meditation on experiencing our personal values, and then how do we take those values back to work? So, how do we bring them into our everyday working life? So, with that, we will move on to part three and see how we can go further into exploring these values with the first exercise for today, which is called Heroes and Heroines. Okay, I'm sorry, I think there's a bit of a lag. So yeah, here you are. So I request Sister Raksha to just take us through this beautiful activity. It's going to be a fun one. I request you all to grab a piece of paper and pen if you don't already, because we could just jot down a few things that come to mind. Over to you, Raksha. Thank you.
Thank you, Kosha sister. Welcome you all, everyone. So after visiting the beautiful seasons, let us now visit some special people in our lives, the heroes and heroines in our lives. So many times in life we meet people and some of them inspire us, and then we start admiring them and we wish to become like them. So why do we admire these people? These people express different values in different ways. So sometimes by something which they have said, sometimes by their action, and sometimes by just their behavior. So today, let us do a reflection activity on these heroes and heroines. So can we go to the next slide? So first of all, take a pen and a paper with you and think of someone who has inspired you and influenced your work in a positive way. For example, it can be your colleague or manager at work, a friend or a family member, or even a public or a historical figure. Write down their name on the piece of paper and also write down the values that they demonstrate in the way they carry out their work. So we will have few minutes for this reflection.
If anyone has any questions, you can either unmute yourselves and ask us or write it down on chat. So we'll take a few minutes to reflect.
So, welcome back, everyone. I hope you all had a very good reflection. So, in the next few minutes, let's start sharing. So I would request you all to please unmute yourselves and share about the special heroes and heroines in your life and what value did they demonstrate. Can we start?
Myself, Madam Dr. Haribao,
Yes, Arba.
uh, who was the special heroes in my life was my head of department and guide for post graduation, and his day-to-day activity, that sincere early discipline work, that values all punctuality, cooperation, and compassion.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Wonderful values. Thank you. Anyone else? Yes, Prajakta sister, you want to say something?
Yes, actually, there are many teachers and my own parents have inspired me. But here I would like to talk about the workplace since it's about healthcare. It is my CEO. What I like, he's my hero at workplace. He loves discipline. He's very honest. And what he has inculcated in me is, stick to ethics. Even though, people may not support you, when it comes to, ethical way of taking decision, you have to be strong on your grounds, and also magnanimity and letting go things. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful sharing. Thank you, Prajakta sister. I think we have a couple of sharings in the chat box. Sister Usha, she has shared about her teacher, a pediatric surgery teacher, uh, friendly working environment, learn new ideal skills from everyone, staying down to earth, be sincere to your allotted work. So I think it's sincerity and humility. And then we have Vijay Bhai, who has shared, Baba's company influenced my sanskars to transform in humble being. God, and the value is transformation and humble being. Then we have Manoj brother, who has shared, hero is my mind. It's a different perspective here. Here's the full form of mind: my inner noble doctor. So very nice. So Kosha sister is writing down. Okay. Then we have Sasi Kumari, who has shared, my team leader. He was very understanding, always encourages and helpful. Understanding, encouraging, and helpful. So we have many different perspectives. And then we have Varsha's sister, who is saying her heroine is Mother Teresa, selfless, caring of poorest of the poor. Selfless and caring. Very nice sharings. I request others also to share, and we would love to hear your beautiful voices, because these are about real. This is about real people in your life. So, can we just have you guys unmute and say yes? Rajesh, brother, you want to share?
Yeah, Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
I'm really inspired by Brahma Kumari's sisters. I have seen many of them in TVs. Yeah, most prominent among them is Sister Jayanti, Sister Shivani, and many others. Not Sister Kusha. I really got every time I see them, from their smile, from their purity, the the divinity, and the kind of service they do for the entire humanity is something inspires me. Yeah.
Very
Thank you.
beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, and then couple of sharings again. Lata sister, she has said, my upline, who is very motivating and understanding. I think she's talking about the manager. And we have Ashwini brother. My hero is my mother. So Ashwini brother, can you tell us what is the value that your mother, you like about your mother? What is the value? Yeah, are you there? Deepak Bhai has raised his hand. Deepak Bhai, can you please unmute and share?
Yeah, hi, Om Shanti. My hero was actually my history school teacher. The value that she demonstrated is she was very punctual, actually, which I am not. And also, she used to always say, she used to never say no. And she used to balance everything.
Very nice. So I think we all want to be like our mothers and learn from them and be like them. So very nice. Punctuality, balancing, and always saying yes. Then we have Lata sister. She's talking about Arundhati Sinha. Despite so many challenges, she reached the Mount Everest peak. So despite overcoming the challenges, that is the value that she has demonstrated. And then we have Mahesh brother, who says the hero is Gandhiji for demonstrating peace and determination. And then heroine is Sister Shivani for sharing knowledge on values which transform each and every soul. Knowledge and sharing, I think. Vinaya sister has raised her hand. Yes, Vinaya sister, you may unmute yourself and please share.
Okay, thank you, sister. For last 1 year or more, my latest hero has been Dr. Matnani and Praful brother. So the qualities that they demonstrate, the quality that Dr. Manoj Bhai demonstrates is, the remembrance. What touched me about him is, he just so very well remembered that I'm very much interested in doing, the facilitation training program. And he called me and he told me, when it was happening, but due to COVID, I just couldn't go. So that I love. Then his caring attitude is what touched me, and the energy. He has tremendous energy. Anytime you see him, he's always very composed, on time, and ready to serve. This really inspires me to imbibe these qualities within me. And about Praful Bhai is overcoming challenges. I had seen him online, serving, and every time, same thing. Like, he is so into in serving, and the way he talks, and I mean, he's an inspiration to thousands and thousands of people. So, yes, even I would love to have that quality which he depicts. Thank you so much.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Vinay sister. We all agree with these qualities that you shared about Manoj brother and Praful Bhai. Thank you. Any more sharings? Does anyone else want to share? Okay. Okay, so I think we have had very good sharings, and one more sharing coming up is Dr. Shivali, who is saying her hero is Dr. Baba Amte for his humanity and kindness. Very nice.
Raksha Ben, maybe that I forget the name of that sister you mentioned right now.
Dr. Shivali?
Shivali, Yeah,
Yes.
it is not Baba, it's Baba Amte is a very famous figure.
Yes.
So maybe Shivali, you can just speak about him. Who is Dr. Baba Amte? Because many people in this audience don't know about him. So are you comfortable speaking, unmuting and speaking?
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, sister, we can hear you. Please go ahead.
I am Dr. Shivali, and Dr. Baba Prakash Amte. He's a by profession he is a doctor, and since childhood he seen very means struggling life and with his parents, and in spite of become a doctor, and he uh, done a very social work with very much humanity for that patients who are skin disease, leprosy, and this disease is contagious. Means no one is touching patient. In spite of this condition, he does very good work. Means not a means good is not a word for him. He does very work for these patients, and with his family also now he is doing very good work for these patients. He treating at his one place that is Anand One, and also the who patients are treating and becoming these patients are very mentally also very disturbed. So he inspired the another means like working means that kind of any I cannot explain actually, but you can Google and know about him and his work. Also, his wife is anesthetist, and she also helped a lot for this work, and he's a very famous actually famous doctor. Everyone knows him. And also one picture is released on his life and his work. And the actor Nana Patekar also his character. So everyone can see this picture. So I think he is my hero, and I really appreciate his work, and I'm grateful. I also like to work like this in my life.
Thank you, Shivali sister. That was wonderful sharing about Dr. Baba Amte by you. And thank you, everyone. I think we had a very good sharing today. Most of us have shared here about the heroes and heroines. The real, some of them are real, like your family members and teachers and managers, doctors. Some are already in this room, and Baba and social figures. So thank you so much for the wonderful sharing, and we are all inspired by the values that they have shown. Thank you very much once again. And we've seen some beautiful values. We have it on the screen. So thank you once again, and over to you, Manoj Bhai and Kosha sister, for the next exercise.
Thank you. Wonderful. Koshaben, I'll go ahead
Yes.
with my exercise. Yeah, okay. Thank you, all of you all. For the first time, I felt that the screen was fully occupied, and Koshaben was quite fast at typing. So many responses. Good. And thank you, Vinaya sister, for your kind words. Thanks so much. Okay, so let's move on, be into the action of the next activity now. As Kosha sister told you already that you have to be creative with values. Creativity is the function of your right brain. And honestly, actually, we are not falling short. We are quite ahead in our time. So we can spend more time on creativity. So let me just start sharing my screen and take you into this journey of being creative. Yeah, so that's the beauty of these Vihasa workshops. We start with something very reflective. I always keep saying that we start with thinking about that value, thinking about the person who demonstrates that value. And today also you all did the same thing. You all started with the icebreaker video. You all were looking at the values of the seasons, right? And then you all came out with those sharings. Then we went into the heroes and heroines, real life heroes and heroines of our life. Again, we are still in the thought process, whereby we are just still thinking about them. No doubt, we are getting inspired by them, no doubt. But let's go a bit more further and try to stimulate our right brain and try to be creative. You may find this a bit difficult, but try to do as much as you can be creative. It's not that you have to draw something or paint something or make some craft material, cut and paste. No. Let me just tell you, break out the surprise and tell you what to do. So now you have on your reflective, I must say the conscious layer of your mind, you have quite a few values. So I would request you all to choose one value that you would want to practice maybe in future. And you think that is also important in healthcare. So we have quite a few doctors here who are from the healthcare profession. So we are very fortunate that on the Sunday they have found out time, because usually otherwise doctors don't come for the workshop. That's my real feeling, which I feel. Though Amravati, yesterday we had a big good session and there are a few doctors from Amravati. Thank you, Usha, I think, and Shivali, both are from Amravati. So what I want you all to do is only one value which you think is important in healthcare, and which you think you already may be having it, or if you don't have, you want to develop it, but that value is important for the well-being of everyone. So this activity will be in further 2 parts. So let's be creative with these values. As you can see in front of you, there are different, these are Kosha sisters' creativity, I must say. You can see the cactus plant in different colors, orange, saffron, light green or parrot green, I must say, pinkish purple, and then yellow. So as you can see, these are all images, and we always say that images speak 1,000 words. So if you can just show an image, you can convey your message immediately. So right now, can you think of that one chosen value? And let me just play some music. I'll go with you in this exercise with some music in the background. I hope you can hear the music. Anyone can just say yes or no? Yeah, thanks. Yeah, okay. So imagine that that value is a flower or a plant and describe it. If you have a pen and paper, please write it down. Or if you are too tired to stretch your fingers and write, just describe it in your head inside to you. Imagine the value being a flower or a plant. You may wonder how to do that, but that's what your right brain is now at work. You have stimulated your right brain, the creative brain, to work. So after you have done that, I'm sure the flower is there in the conscious layer of your mind now. Let's move on to the second one. Imagine that that value is a fruit and describe it. So पहले था फल, पहले था फूल, I'm sorry, और अभी है फल. पौधा भी हो सकता है, पौधा या फूल in the first one. And second is, this is also being visualizing, practicing the tool of visualization. You have to visualize that value as a fruit and describe that. Next, we move on to see that value as a sculpture, as a painting, as a landscape drawing, something similar to that. If you have a pen and paper, you want to be artistic, draw the sculpture. On similar lines, visualize it to be a landscape. So sculpture is something about physical objects, not really nature. And landscape is more about the nature around. And lastly, very important, you have done this in the past activity. You have visualized that person who is full of values. So imagine that one particular value which you have chosen. Mind well, it's about one particular value which you are liking. And imagine it's a person and describe that person. So what we have tried to do here is our creativity has been stimulated. Our right brain is more actively working now. And we are reflecting in the form of images, right? Let's go a step further. Again, this activity is nowadays, people have a lot of screenshots they do from their mobile. So let's be a bit more tech savvy and use that snapshot example. So this is the second part, and the third part is after this. In the second part, we'll be creative with the values in the sense we'll try to take a snapshot from the past in your life. There have been instances where you experience that one particular value. Please hold on to that one value which you have chosen. So let again your mind go back into the past where you have seen that value being demonstrated for the first time. Maybe in childhood, or if you feel that's too past, just any time that value has been used by someone. And now be in this visualization journey with me. Just free yourself, no pens and papers now. Hands free, your mind also free, but listening to the instructions which I'm giving you here. So visualize where were you that time. You were in a room or an open space. What did that place look like? It's all about the value being used in the first instance from your past. Trying to stimulate more of your sense organs. Now, sitting in the present, thinking of that past, what could you hear, smell, or touch about that value being used? Hear, smell, or touch. Obviously, it was a situation where there were more people. So who else was there? Apart from you and maybe your ideal, the hero or heroine. In the background, who else was there? What else was happening? Was there some challenge, threat in that situation? Was it a chaotic situation? Visualize. What was the moment of understanding after the conflict and chaos? In the end, what was the moment of understanding? And if you can, please paint the picture in words, by which I mean the entire situation, just depict in a few words, 2-3 words. Can you do that? So having done this creative activity, for the last 5 minutes. Just look at that past incident, situation, when you first time became aware of that value. Now we move on to the third part of this activity. Now, the very fact that you know that value has been used in the past. Now, let's go in the future, the action planning mode, and try to again creatively express, in the sense, visualize that from the next week, the coming Monday, tomorrow onwards, that one value which you have held on to. Can you see that value being portrayed by you in practice, either at home or your workplace? Again, we'll go through the same sequence. Look at what is happening. Again, is it a difficult, chaotic situation? A conflict? Or just a routine situation of the daily chores of life, where you're using that value? Look at who else is there along with you. It could be either one person or many others. Where are you? In the sense, you're at home, in a room, or in open air. Or maybe in the traffic jam. So it could be any place wherever you are. Now reflect on, is there a moment of understanding? Something chaotic, but still you have used that value because you have understood the importance of that value in the chaos. Having used that value, how do you feel inside amidst the chaos? Is it calm in chaos? And finally, feeling good after using the value. Now just reflect on this one point. Is using that value changing anything for you? Your responses, your behaviors, your patterns with people? I'm sure it is. So reflect on that. What is the change? And how do you feel using that change? Take a moment and just look at that entire situation once again. Okay, so welcome back. I hope you're with us here through your mind. So let's come back now, and I'm sure some creativity has happened. So I would again request the people to share something about the past, about the future. It's good if you want to speak about the future because that is what you're going to do. But if you feel that you're not so well constructed about the future as yet, that's okay. You can tell us about the past as well. Yeah, so anyone who's not shared so far? Usha wants to share, or Shivali? I don't know, she's not there. Or anyone, Lata, I think you haven't shared before. Are you there, Lata? Okay, so you can raise your hands who want to. Yeah, Usha, go ahead.
Actually, this value I told before also. This was about your attitude of ever learning and getting new ideas from anyone who you come into your life. Those, even if it is a junior or a senior, whoever it is, that makes your ideas and see nowadays our new generation is very, very fast in thinking. So you can make use of it. Am I audible properly?
Yes, yes, you are audible.
Yeah. This was our teacher when we were doing pediatric surgery. So this person, I wrote his name in the last activity also.
Saying, I know him very well.
Yeah, he's a gem of a person.
A great teacher. Yeah, yeah.
Great teacher. And I'm very, like, you should say, a lucky person to work with him for years together. Like we worked for 3 years, in fact, 3.5 years at CMC Vellore. So when we as a second year, first year pediatric surgery residents, we used to say, sir, this we want to try it out. And so he'll always welcome, okay, do it. We'll try. So we used to get a lot of patients. One of the hypospadias, which is a urinary, like a genital problem. So we told him, sir, can we do this? And he said, okay, fine, go ahead. And in fact, I demonstrated it. And then we tried in few more patients with the good results. So then later in one of the workshops, some other consultant from Mumbai, Dr. Mane, he demonstrated the same process and it was accepted very well by the masses. Now everyone is doing it. So this makes your life easier. And same thing I would like to try out in the future also. Like if I have, now I am a consultant. So I would like to get some ideas, new skills from my junior people, even if it is a staff, nursing staff, or even whoever, anesthetist or whoever person working where I'm working. So similar ideas in working as well as in the routine life also. So the value is learning from each and every person and get inculcated that ideas and skill in your routine practices.
Okay, excellent, wonderful sharing. So even learning, though it's a process, but you've taken it as a value. So it's fantastic. So learning, and you have taken it from a snapshot from the past. Good. So it's highly creative about values and even creative about the value, the learning part of it. Great. Thank you. So can we move on to anyone else who wants to share? Lata wants to share, and LG. Can you please name yourself, LG? Life is good. I know that LG is that, but okay, we'll come to Vijay Bhai just a moment. I'll just see whether other people. Varsha wants to share. I just want to give a chance to the people whom I don't know at all. I know Vijay Bhai very well. So I'm just trying to see, are there other people there around, or they are busy in their workplace doing something else? Varsha, go ahead. You're unmuted. I've caught you.
Well, actually, I wasn't very sure what you meant by the value.
Okay.
And, because you said to relate it to healthcare.
That's okay if you wouldn't have related to healthcare, but that any value you have it inside?
It was sincerity in the doctors and, sincerity in serving.
Yeah, so there you are. You've given the answer. It's related to healthcare. Though any profession, you need to be sincere, but it
Yeah.
applies to doctors. Yeah. So did you visualize something from the past or the future? That's okay if you haven't.
So because initially I went off into another track, and then the later part, like it became clear, okay, it had to be a value. Like the initial I went into, clean eating and health and movement and,
Okay, so that's fine. So that track you went into about self-cleanliness and healthy eating. So about physical health of that's okay. See, no one is right or wrong. So don't take it in that sense, because Lata is also mentioning in the chat box. Now I'm sure many answers will come on the same lines that we didn't understand that. And also net got disconnected. That's fine. So it's okay. This activity sometimes can be not difficult, I must say, but people take it in their own perspective. So you've taken it your own perspective, but that's fine. So what did you visualize about that cleanliness and physical health on your aspect from your point of view?
As the gladuli, I visualize, for the flower, I visualize the gladuli, which is white.
Mm-hmm.
And
fruit.
For the fruit, I visualize the dragon fruit, which again inside is white, has lots of seeds with the potential to grow.
Okay, good.
And
Sculpture, landscape.
I visualized the sculpture of Martin Luther King in equality for everybody. Food also, it's such a huge thing where people don't have food to eat.
Mm-hmm.
And the landscape of lakes and mountains, signifying a lot of movement to keep oneself healthy. I guess I'm on a health trip now, so everything was around that.
That's
and
perfect.
Then when, and linked up with sincerity. And, the gladuli also sincerity. And the incident that came to my mind was not a very old incident, but maybe something from the last 7-8 years where, my husband had a heart problem, and all the doctors told him that you needed a pacemaker right now, else you wouldn't wake up the next morning. And then we met this one doctor in Bombay, and he was like, look, you're moving, you're doing everything. Why do you want to do something like that and insert something in your body? He said, when you start having problems, we'll think about it. And like, that was such a moment, like, and we decided to go with him. And it's been 7 years now, and my husband's been absolutely fine, not needed anything other than the medication. So that was the thing of the sincerity, like, And,
okay, good. So see, that's what we want all of you all to do. Though the content which is shown, sometimes you may not be able to relate to the way it has thought to be in the exercise. And the limiting factor here comes is when we say anything about healthcare profession, people usually tend to get stuck. But that's okay. You took it in the physical health aspect. That's perfectly fine. As far as you were able to visualize that value and give it creative expression in the form of that gladiola flower, then the dragon fruit, that's perfect. So you have done the job. Your right brain is already stimulated. So thank you so much for your sharing. And I'll just read one chat box sharing. Raksha Ben is saying that thoughtfulness was the value, and it was demonstrated by her cousin. It was for the grandfather. Sorry, I think the grandfather was probably ill. You want to just share that in a sentence quickly, Raksha Ben?
Yeah. So this was my cousin brother who was demonstrating this value, and we were all having a post-wedding get together, and everybody was busy and having fun. But this young boy who was so thoughtful, and he went and he was very thoughtful about serving food to my grandfather and making sure that he is also engaged in everything. So I think that was his, and that is what I want to practice, and it's on my head now. And one thing that you told to make in three words, you can make this value in 3 words. So I feel that thoughtful person is like a reservoir which everyone can take from, drink from.
Okay, so thoughtful person is a reservoir of all the maybe virtues and values. Great, thank you. And yes, very much awaited Vijay Bhai. Go ahead, you're sharing. The last 2-3 minutes.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Manoj Bhaiji. I will take one by one your reflections. The first was your what did you think of so spiritual rose, Ruhe Gulab, that was in my mind. And then what was the fruit of that Ruhe Gulab is love, peace and happiness. And what sculpture I made, I saw that the mountains are far off, and here I am in the garden of rose flowers. And I thought, why not I make mountains which are only stones, let us make it a green. With Mansa Seva I found they are also becoming green. So I thought, let flowers also come on mountains. So mountains also changed into a flower. So the idea came to my mind, all challenges can become a divinity or fruit to you in life. And then the landscape was, this is all along I find in the whole globe, there is a rose and rose and rose. So I find all Ruhe Gulabs along with me. Then the person, I remember few years before, I saw Dadi Guljarji, and I was standing in front of her about 1 feet distance. And then her drishti and smile on face showed me that she is the real example of Ruhe Gulab. And I got the impression from her drishti that she is saying me, Vijay Bhai, you are really a good child of God and you will become very good child of God. So I remember that drishti of Guljar Dadi till date. And the person always I found in that garden of flowers was Brahma Baba and Shiv Baba making me a round of the Gulab Bagicha, because he is a Mali. So he was explaining, Bab Dada was explaining to me, if you want to become Ruhe Gulab, you have to see that you make a garden of Ruhe Gulab. So be a company of Ruhe Gulabs. And then open space was garden. And the garden was giving all the time a purity to me, which means peace and happiness. And I was never alone. I was always in the company of Bab Dada, Brahma Baba and Shiv Baba, and moving around the garden. So pure soul is the word which came to my mind, is the pure mother of peace and happiness. So purity is the word. So whether your family and friends, so all along I will see that each one of our family and friends are Ruhe Gulab, because I find everybody has those 7 virtues and they can give happiness to you. And even if I was feeling we are in the globe, I was seeing the complete family and friends and giving them the positive vibrations of peace and happiness, because they are also accepting my vibrations being a Ruhe Gulab. So it was full of energy, full of enthusiasm, and we were feeling all happy. So this change I would like to bring always with God's blessings. Om Shanti.
Okay, thank you. So 3 words up, जो आपने कहा, पवित्रता सुख शांति की जननी है. So purity is the mother of peace, and happiness. So these three values you mentioned in the end. Good, good. Very beautiful visualization you had. And I'll just read the last from the chat box. So Lata is mentioning about the value of positivity. And thank you so much for genuinely sharing this story that you are a patient of a rare disease called scleroderma. People really don't like to share, but guts, hats off to you. You're sharing your things. Good. So what you have done, at least from this workshop, you have got this positive affirmation that along with medication, I'll try to make myself more and more healthy. And you have visualized yourself walking miles and even running, giving speech on the stage. So beautiful. You have started with baby steps, walking and then running, because scleroderma can have difficulties in, I think, mobility as well, because of it's a skin disorder, quite challenging. And finally, you reached on the stage as well, where you're giving a speech. So fantastic. And people are recognizing you. So there you are. So great. Despite having this challenging disease, which is very rare enough to have, you were able to visualize that you're succeeding in life. So that's the power of, I must say, visualization and creativity. Okay. So thank you so much. And I think slightly we went ahead with time, but apologies for that. So over to Kosha Bhen for the part B of this being creative with values. Thank you.
Thank you, Manoj Bhai. So I hope everyone had a lovely experience in visualizing, and it was a very different kind of creative activity. So this is part B of that activity, where we're going to take whatever we thought of, whatever churnings we had, or even if you've just written down or visualized a few words or values that have come out from all these, reflections of like a painting or a sculpture or a landscape or flowers or even the past and the future. So even if you have just things written down, what we're now going to do is we are going to use whatever we've written down, okay, whether it's random words or whether it's a visualization. And we're going to push our creative brain a little more, and we're going to come up with a poem or short sentences. It can be free verse. It doesn't have to rhyme. It doesn't even have to make too much sense. None of us are poets here professionally. So it's just a fun activity to see where our creativity takes us when we push it. So a 4-line poem or short sentences which communicate the images of your values. So this is going to be a group activity. So maybe we'll have 2-3 people in a group, and we're going to discuss with each other what our values were, the chosen value was, what some of our visualizations were, and together mixing everyone's visualizations, experiences, words together, we're going to come up with a 4 or 8-line poem. How much, like the length of the poem depends on you. It doesn't even have to rhyme. Just put some ideas together, basically. Okay, so you can reorder it, change it, anything. So just be free, be creative with it, express it however you feel comfortable. Okay, if you have any questions, you can ask us now before we go into the breakout rooms. Okay, and you can just look at some of these for examples. When we had earlier sessions where people were doing a face-to-face Vihasa, this is one of the poems that someone has come up with. So that was a bigger group of maybe 5-6 people. And this is the poem that they came up with, the participants. So I'll just read out a little bit to you. Honesty was the look in his eyes in a moment of silence. Honesty is a plain, solid, average-sized oak tree. Honesty is an ordinary green apple. Honesty is rolling green hills on a cloudy day. A bed in a hospital, white sheets, steel bowls. Her words were honest, hard-earned in the dying embers of her life. She asked my forgiveness for her years of judgment. The burden of my confusion slipped away, and love suffused us both. Conflict at work. Now my name is missing from the board for the work of that week, and I decide to be egoless about it. Freedom. Honesty is to climb to the top of the Himalayan mountains, to leave my past behind. Dishonesty is to stay in the valley with too much luggage, including sweet memories. an old man with cancer. Nobody speaking of cancer or death. Everyone fearful of hurting the other. Until suddenly, honesty enters the sick room. Suddenly, love is given a chance. So, this way, different people's experiences, different parts of a story. Okay, it could be that someone has a different story, you've thought of something completely different. So, see how 2, 3 of you can come together, mix and match things, and just come up with a creative, beautiful story that's mixed together. Does that make sense? Is that okay with everybody? Does anyone have any questions? You can ask. Okay, so I'm assuming everyone is clear. All right. So with that, we can move on into the breakout rooms. All right. So how breakout rooms works, in case you all don't know, is we will break you out into smaller groups where it'll just be you with 2, 3 other people. And you will be automatically directed. So that's not a problem. If you click on ask for help, if you get stuck, you can click on the ask for help button. And yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave this in front of you for a minute more while I start the breakout rooms. And you can just think about it. Just gather your all your things, all your words that you've got. And just give me a minute while I open up breakout room. If you have any questions, please feel free to unmute yourselves and ask us right now.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, this was just given as an example to
Yes.
Kusha gave you. So don't worry, don't be so stressed that iske upar hi aise hi kaam karna hai. No, this is just a way the person had creatively expressed about honesty, but he or she had also included other things in between, like dishonesty, love, forgiveness. So see, a lot of values he had got egoless as well. So something like that, your story in the form of a reflective poem. Not really like this, but something whatever you want to express, but in the form of a poetry.
And it
it's
doesn't have to rhyme.
Yeah, exactly. That's what my next thing was.
No
If you
pressure.
feel it's difficult to rhyme, just write something, 2, 3 lines. Not necessarily it should be rhyming. Okay.
All right, so I'm opening all the rooms. In case you have any problems, there's an ask for help button. You can click on it and one of the facilitators will be there for you. Okay, thank you. Hi, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back to the main session. I hope you had a lovely and fun-filled breakout room session. So what I would request everyone to do now is maybe one person from each group could share whatever it is that you all have come up with, your poem, your creative writing. So I'll just say the names of room 1, and then whoever's ready from room 1 can share with us. So room 1 is Om, Vijay Bhai, and Deepak Bhai. So out of these 3, Vijay Bhai, will you be sharing?
Yes, Om Shanti Didi ji. We had a very wonderful group of Deepak, means Jyoti, Jagti Jyot, and we had a sister Om. So I am a peaceful soul, and I am a Vijay. So victory and success is our birthright.
Lovely.
So we all thought and made a poem on fragrance, value on fragrance. Fragrance spreads positive vibrations. Fragrance is like a bed of flowers. Fragrance melts challenges. Fragrance spreads like a coolness of tree, and also fragrance spreads like a fire of forest. Fragrance is like air keep flowing. Fragrance is like light removing darkness. And end में हमने कहा खुदा से ना कहो मेरी मुश्किलें बड़ी हैं, मुश्किलों से कह दो मेरा खुदा बड़ा है. Om Shanti.
Wonderful. Om Shanti. That's very beautiful. Thank you so much. What a lovely, the way y'all put all the words together, ideas together, and sabke experiences. Karke. It's wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing that, Vijay Bhai. Thank you.
Thank
So
you.
lovely
Thank you,
sharing.
Kosha Didi ji. Beauty is in your eyes.
Thank you. So room 2 is Dr. Kanade, Lata and Mahesh brother. So any one of y'all whoever is going to be sharing from your group, Mahesh brother, you've unmuted yourself. Will you be sharing?
Yes. So we discussed on the value of kindness.
Mm-hmm.
So as we had a doctor, so kindness is very much required in healthcare sector, especially in current situation. So many ideas shared, many thoughts are shared. So based on that, we have prepared one short poem, you can say. Kind hearts are the gardens, kind words are the roots, kind thoughts are the flowers, kind deeds are the fruits. Take care of your garden and keep out of the weeds. Fill it with sunshine, kind words and kind deeds.
Oh, that's so lovely. Thank you. And you made it rhyme. So wonderful job. Room 2, that was really wonderful. Also, I would request all the groups if you can just type or copy paste it on chat. We'll put it in the sharing wala PPT, which we can share with everybody at the end, the session review PPT. So if y'all can just type it, that would be really lovely. So that everyone can read it, at their own place. Room 3 is Mubin Sheikh, Prajakta Ben, and Rachna. So whoever's ready, Prajakta Ben, will you be sharing?
Yeah, Om Shanti once again. We had a lovely group with Rashna and Mobeen. We have written a poem on love. Look at this beautiful garden blooming, flowers of different colors side by side. They all have beautiful fragrance. I wish world is like this garden. Cheerfulness reflects purity of soul. It accepts everyone and loves everyone. Rose is a beautiful flower. The rose, it's red. It's color rich and rare. Its beauty beyond compare. Even the same, yet always new so much. Like love, so much like enlightened soul. Thank you.
Lovely. Thank you so much. That is so beautiful. I think all of us are poets now in 5-10 minutes span of time. That's lovely. Who knows? Like if we push our creativity, we never know what's inside us and what can come out. So I think it's beautiful. And the last group for today, room 4, Rajesh, Usha, Varsha, and Vinaya. So any of you who are ready can just unmute yourselves. Varsha Ben.
Yeah. Okay. So we also had a lovely group and we came up with a nice poem. Vinaya was quite the poet. So she made. So it was, I was a patient of impatience and selfishness. And then Vinasa planted the seed to a healthy start, bearing the fruits for all to relish and all the souls to flourish. We have faith, we all will succeed.
Wow, that's so beautiful. Short and sweet and lovely. And somehow y'all are making it rhyme, which seems so difficult to do. but I think it's really lovely, all 4 groups. And if you all don't want to type the whole thing, even if you want to just share screenshots with me later, so we can include it so everyone can read your poems later. So thank you so much, everyone, for sharing. And I want to ask you all how you thought this activity was. So open to everybody. If anyone wants to share their thoughts on what did they think about this creative activity, you can just unmute yourselves and share your experience. Anyone wants to talk about it? Did you all like it at all, first of all? Did you all enjoy it? Yes, Prajakta Ben.
Yes, it was beautiful connecting, sharing, and putting this product, of whatever group members in a short time. It is amazing that how creative one can be if you focus.
Yeah, true. Thank you. Varsha Ben, you've also unmuted yourself. Would you like to share your thoughts about this activity?
Yeah, no, it was lovely. It was lovely connecting with the others, and how we could so effortlessly like just work together and come up with something was a very nice experience.
That's lovely. Usha Ben is also unmuted. Usha sister, we can't hear you. Your voice is still very low for some reason. Yeah, can you? Can't hear you. Maybe you can just try to plug in your earphone again. Little bit better.
Yeah. The thing is, I think by the end of this Vihasa training, everyone will learn to speak in a masses. I feel like you'll be quite confident and putting forth your ideas and values, and whatever you are thinking, you'll be quite confident in telling to the people and not afraid of stage or whatever. So good start. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. So I think that's the magic of Vihasa and the way it's designed, because it creates a safe and secure environment for us to open up and just be ourselves with each other. So I think that really gives us the confidence to be ourselves and be okay with expressing ideas. So thank you for bringing out that point, Ushaben, and everyone, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts about this activity. Now, before we end today's session, we have 15 minutes more. So I request Manoj Bhai to take us through a wonderful meditation experience to internalize today's learnings and, whatever we've like insights that we've gained for ourselves. So let's try to meditate and internalize it. So over to you, Manoj Bhai. Thank you.
Thank you. So all of you, before we go in the meditation, we'll be doing something very specific in the meditation. So as you know, what was the main thing in the creative aspect of being creative with values? You have to select one value. So even if you haven't, at least for the meditation now, select one value. Before I go in the meditation, I'm just preparing you for that. One such value which you think you're already an embodiment of, by which I mean you're already practicing that a lot. Or you feel koi ek aisa value which you don't have and you want to work on that more, you want to use that. As Kosha Ben is saying, that internalize it. So try to think of only one value. We'll try to meditate on that one value. It could be each to his own. Everyone can have a different one. So let's now again keep our hands free and also your minds free so that you can absorb the guided commentary which I'm giving you and then go on that lines. Let your thought process go on that.
Manoj Bhai ji, request, can we have one photograph in meditative mood only today? Let's all do meditation and take a photo. One can take photograph.
Yeah, okay. So all of y'all can on your video and then maybe Kosha Ben can do it, click it while all of. So we don't want to force people. So it's a request. Vijay Bhai is asking you all to open your videos on and meditation mode ka acting karo ya to. हाल फिलहाल जब तक मेडिटेशन शुरू हो, एक बार वो ट्रांस में चले गए तो पता नहीं कैसे आएगा आपका, शायद वीडियो भी बंद हो जाएगा तो मुश्किल हो जाएगा. Then I can't tell you all that.
So maybe we'll do that. Before the meditation starts, we'll quickly have photos. I request everyone who hasn't started their videos yet We just have a group photo with her. Okay, so anyone else who wants to start before I click the picture? Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Thank you so much, everyone.
So
We'll be sharing these with you later.
yeah, so let me just share the screen now. So sit back straight, relaxed. Next 10 minutes, find out this beautiful time for yourself. Make sure your mobile is in silent mode so that you don't get disturbed. Take a few deep breaths in and out. And relax your body. As your breathing starts to deepen in and out, your body starts relaxing. Relax your body. And you will see that your mind also has started slowing down. मन की गति धीरे धीरे शांत होती जा रही है. It's 11:50 the clock. Your mind may want to jump कि 12 बजे क्या होगा, क्या खाना बनाना है, etc. But gently tell your mind, my dear mind, let me be in the present moment for the next 5 to 10 minutes. And you will see that your mind obeys your orders because it's your most dearest friend. Now create this beautiful thought. I am a peaceful being. Shant Swarup Chetan. And now look at that value which you have chosen. Look at your day, Monday morning, when you wake up from bed. Say good morning to the Supreme Being. And wake up with this beautiful energy of being able to use the value throughout the day. As you get ready for the daily chores of your day, keep reminding yourself that I am an embodiment of that value. कि मैं उस गुण का स्वरूप हूँ. And why is that? Because in the morning, I have connected myself to the Supreme Being and filled up myself from the ocean of all the virtues. So I am overflowing with that one value which I'm going to use today. As you are transiting through the traffic, the rush hour, either sitting in the car or driving it yourself, or maybe in any other mode of transport, bus or train. Again, sit back for a minute in that rush hour and remind yourself, I am an embodiment of that virtue or value. As you reach your workplace, in your interaction with whoever you come in contact with, your colleagues, subordinates, your patients, clients, whoever, keep reminding yourself, I'm an embodiment of that value. Now it's around 5 p.m., time to go back home. Look at your state of mind, how you're feeling. Still feeling so nice, calm, and relaxed. And as you again transit through the traffic hour, the rush hour of going back home, you have this beautiful internal smile, a sense of achievement, satisfaction, that yes, I was able to use that value throughout the entire day. And thank the Supreme Being for that. Because it is only through the Supreme's motivation and connection that I can fill myself fully to such an extent that I start overflowing with all the values. And with this beautiful thought, I retire in my room, on my bed. Before I go to sleep, again a thought of thankfulness arises for making my this day go successful and as planned. So thanks to the Supreme Being for that. And what a beautiful feeling if every day I live a life of any one value which I want to inculcate by connecting with the Supreme. Every day will become a festival worth living. With this thought, let us just come back into the awareness of the room where you are sitting. Okay, so thank you. And good afternoon or good morning still.
1 minute left for afternoon.
समझदार को इशारा काफी है. कुछ हो तो नहीं गया था ना इसलिए. Okay, anyway, jokes apart. Right, so over to the session review you want to do, Koshaben? Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So today we went through some beautiful activities where we had a fun icebreaker, where we looked for values in seasons. And after that, we thought of heroes, heroines, or basically role models that we look up to in our lives, whether it's personal lives or public figures. And we tried to see what are the values with which they work, because of which we think they are our heroes and heroines. And maybe we could include those values in our lives to become like our role models. After that, we had this lovely creative exercise where we took one value and very creatively we thought of that value in terms of a flower. We tried to think of that value in terms of a fruit, a sculpture, a landscape. And then we went into the past to think, when have I used this value or become aware of this value for the first time in my past? And what was the situation, people like? And how can I implement this value in my life in the future? So when do I immediate future may see myself using that value successfully? And then whatever our reflections, churnings, whatever words and ideas came into our mind, we got together and cooperated with other team members to come up with beautiful creative poems, which I thought were lovely and they just uplifted the environment for all of us. So thank you so much. And then after that, we had this beautiful meditation by Manoj Bhai, who took us through in an entire day. We could visualize ourselves using that value, living our every step with that value. And like I had earlier mentioned, when you visualize it, it's something like you visualize what you want and then you take steps to achieve it, right? So we're on that journey. We're on that journey of visualizing how we want to improve our life. And now it's about us walking that path. So thank you for today's session. Just a few announcements before we leave. Number one is on the chat box, I have sent a link to everybody. That's a WhatsApp group. It's only open for admins, so you will not have any spam messages, but just an update on upcoming workshops. Also, the stuff that we've shared today, whether it's poems in case you send them to me in writing, or the heroines thing that we took note of, all that will be shared on this WhatsApp group. So in case you want to, have a look at it, you can just join the WhatsApp group and be a part of it. The next Self-Care Sunday Vihasa workshop is going to be on 8th August. So, block your calendars. And that's the link for registration in case you want to share it with others as well. So you can screenshot it. We also circulate flyers and messages with the link in it. So it's tiny.cc/vihasa-reg for registration. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed today's session and I hope to see you on 8th August.
And before we go ahead, I'll just share the screen and so Sister Maureen will be there with us, one of our Vihasa experts. So you all are welcome to join. We'll be doing the workshop. We had a talk yesterday by Sister Jayanti on cheerfulness. I'm sure many were there from your groups here. And this will be the workshop. Again, as we go, our workshop style is the first hour is the workshop. In that the last 15 minutes are on the talk, what Jayanti Didi gave, the summary which we present. And then next 1 hour is by Sister Maureen, who is basically, I came to know that what she, in the Vihasa modules, what she contributed was all the meditation exercises and the visualization. So which we read from the books is all Sister Maureen's input. So it will be same time 9 to 11. And this is the workshop where this will be the last time, 9 to 11. I mean the time, samay wise, last time matlab workshop last nahi hai. Then the workshops from after this onwards, the last weekend of July, they'll be then in the evening time so that we can accommodate the Canadian and West Coast US time. So it will be 9 to 11, and after that it will be 7:30 to 9:30. That will tell you all later. I don't want to confuse you. So this is cheerfulness, and continuing with our series on values for life, we have the next episode 18 by our very respected Asha Didi on discipline, and that will be fortnight from now, 24th July, Saturday. So I'm sure all of you can reap the benefits from the seniors sharing. And there are such vibrations. I mean, the moment they just sit in front of us, they exude those beautiful spiritual vibrations. So their mere presence is so uplifting. So hope you all can attend, and thank you for that. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thanks.